around all over the place. Bloody booger napkins.
Dude, my hole isn't that big.
All over the place.
Try
the other hole.
No, it's not gonna fit. Oh, the other hole. Oh.
The other nostril.
That one's
I don't want to do that on camera.
So, coming into game number 2, I mean, you don't want to throw it all in the draft. I know Lacoste would love to throw this all on the Bane and the lack of synergy between the supports and stuff. It's obvious that coL will probably need to revitalize that draft and their game plan.
Don't you agree?
I would agree. We would all agree. That was the point we kind of made when we threw things out.
Thank you.
Did we say anything about Freedom, though? What should they do? Is it, you got a good thing going, keep with it? This is the first time we'll see him in a best-of-3 situation now for this event.
I think I would like to see them draft.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe punish their offlaner a little more. Give Snaking a better matchup because I think if things didn't work out so great, there was that one window where things looked really bleak for them. Just because Swindles had that fast blink, Snaking was doing absolutely nothing on the map because he couldn't.
Radiant team pick.
And there was like so much pressure on Flea on the Sand King to do things, and you know he's a god and he did them. Can you rely on that every single time?
A good formula for the other team is definitely punishing Snake. Curious if that's something that coL will continue to infuse in their lineup. A way to make sure that Snake King just gets it.
What the hell are you guys doing?
5 seconds
The draft is on and I want to finish eating.
Is the draft up?
Yeah.
Well, get it up on that screen.
Oh, okay. No, I can't.
Guess what? We can have a draft and we can watch Capitalist eat his burger. And guess what? He eats like a weirdo. He shoves it in his mouth. He sticks it all over his face. It's crazy. Now we get to watch it. No.
All right.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
the first ban production says is Shadow Shaman. It won't show up for some reason.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
now you know. That is our Rasta.
He's like
Shadow Shaman.
That's why you can't see it.
Hey, good joke, invisible hero. Go back to your food, idiot.
Okay.
Anyways, coL picks up the Sand King. We saw how much work it did in the last game. I think Z-Freak's like, all right, just pick me a hero that can do shit, guys. And on the opposite end, Freedom goes with the Earthshaker, and they pick up the IO.
Well, this is you mentioned that they need to play more around Snaking with Earthshaker. He can get the lane back, and it's guaranteed farm Earthshaker, so they're good with this pick. This is why I love Dota, actually, because from time to time you see a rise of a team like Team Freedom. They come out of nowhere and they mess with other people's plans.
That's why you like Dota?
Yeah.
Because like
messing
underdogs?
With other people's plans.
They haven't picked Wisp this whole entire time, have they?
I think they might have picked it once, actually.
Sand Kings and
yeah, that's right. It was the Clinks draft.
Radiant team back.
No, they did it more than once, actually. They did it with the Bristleback, too.
Okay, well, I mean, Wisp is, like, I mentioned this on the other draft, but he's a hero that enables so many different lanes. He allows you to do,
10 seconds remaining.
He's like a 5-position hero, but it's not like a static 5-position hero like you see from Disruptors or, you know, Banes or Crystal Maidens or whatever. He's like very dynamic, enables your lanes a lot.
Makes your opponent play a lot differently. Once that mid-game period hits, you have to start considering like the relocates and that global factor. Makes you change the way you approach the game, especially whenever he's off the map.
We have Darkseer pick up for complexity, very self-sufficient offlaner.
10 seconds remaining.
But I don't favor it that much anymore, just because I feel like when you see it, especially this early, you can just
reserve time.
Like you're seeing the trend of more self-sufficient safe laners, heroes that like can do well enough on their own. Darkseer, it's hard to pressure those heroes. You know, you just trade farm or whatever. Sometimes the Darkseer doesn't even get that farm because he gets denied or gets zoned out of lane. I don't like it
Radiant
that much.
team back.
How do you feel, Lacoste? I see a look on your face.
Yeah, I mean, still it's a Darkseer. No matter how hard you nerf him, it's still gonna be a Darkseer. You can just change the whole fight with one combo. But his laning stage is not as strong as it were because the shrine changes. Before he could just pretty much almost suicide to get that level 2, just go back to shrine and go back to the lane. Now it's a different
reserve time.
Also, people tend to pick those strong early supports the lane, so he's gonna have a rough time. Especially against hero like Io, that hero doesn't do anything to Darkseer. It's gonna be Earthshaker off lane. They need to pick strong laners.
Complexities turn.
I think it's
to
interesting
bad.
the way that Complexity are looking at this draft. They adjusted their drafting style from the first time they played around against Freedom. They're putting a lot more focus on shutting out Flea and his heroes, right? So they ban away Night Stalker, Clockwork.
10 seconds
Night Stalker
remaining.
was one of the heroes that was actually sort of upgraded to a 1-2
5 seconds
by
remaining.
then they first picked the Sand King. Team Freedom with the Wisp Earthshaker,
Radiant
though, I really
team
like the way
pick.
that they'll be able to enable snaking, and I feel like that's the trademark for Swindles' offlane right now. The last time we saw Swindles offlane, it was pretty limited in hero pool, and I think it's similar this time around. Swindles pretty much only plays heroes that will get guaranteed.
Right.
10
So
seconds
there's
remaining.
not too many of those heroes really out there. Earthshaker, Darkseer,
5
Enigma.
seconds
Like
remaining.
that's about it. And the
Yeah.
offlaners that kind of like guarantee will do something in their life.
Reserve time.
Do you think Freedom will just pick Queen of Pain straight away? Before you had to save the last pick for the mid mind games, but right now I think Queen of Pain does so much that you can actually just pick it. Lina is out. I'm not sure why Complex bans Storm.
It's a CCNC hero. Just a.
They might like Puck.
Yeah.
Just because Puck's a really good holding hero against Darkseer and Sand King, and it sets up Wisp
It also beats
relocates.
beats Queen of Pain in lane now.
Beats Queen of Pain, but then they would have to deal with potential Templar Assassin counter picks, so maybe don't open with
Storm beats
Puck
Queen
yet.
of Pain.
Juggernaut.
What?
No, he said Queen of Pain.
Complexities.
I said Puck beats Queen of Pain.
Well, depends. I mean, he's stronger, but heroes.
Do not want to show their mid lane. They'll just go for
10
the most
seconds
traditional core
remaining.
in Dota, probably. Is
Well,
Jug.
It still could be a mid jug. We
5
saw CCNC
seconds
play it
remaining.
in one of
That's
their
true.
early matches.
Yeah.
If they pull out some Jug just
Reserve
works out
time.
beautifully with, I guess.
Again, I
Probably
think
mid
that's the thing, right? Is that they want to be able to have that versatility.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that CC isn't in a matchup. So it is kind of a shift, right? Most other teams would have picked up their safe mid laner.
Right, and Jug works does fine against Darkseer. So, coL needs their
They could
needs
just
to
get
pick
their,
here.
their 5 or something. Feel too much.
I like the Ursa. Is a safe laner here. He matches up well against both Juggernaut and Earthshaker. He's a great anti-Wisp hero.
Ember Spirit.
Oh, the Ember Spirit.
Radiant team pick.
Spiritus. Now we can actually go
Oh, you're
for-
ahead.
He's a couple seconds ahead of
Yeah,
us.
I guess you're a couple seconds
Yeah,
ahead.
I still think they're gonna go Queen of Pain. Good. Well, once she gets the Orchid, it's a lockdown for Ember Spirit. They
10
don't have any
seconds
lockdown until
remaining.
Earthshaker dagger, so they need to have something.
5
silence
seconds
control.
remaining.
TA would definitely be
Reserve
risky. I
time.
think that's the other mid you look at. TA is a lot riskier.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think you want to
Because
play
versus Ember
TA
and Iron
against
Shell.
Ember and Iron Shell. Yeah. Well, Complexity lineup looks strong during the mid game. Iron Shell, Ember Spirit with a Sand King. It's a lot of damage burst.
Do you like the Quap here more than the Puck?
Well,
Odin
Puck,
good.
Puck is also good.
No, I
I
like the
like
Puck.
Puck
I like Puck more just because, like, your Earthshaker.
Complexities
Your
turn to
oh,
pick.
excuse.
Charlie's
You're-
dying.
Yeah,
Yay!
your Earthshaker scales, and you have a Juggernaut already, and it's not like Puck is a bad late game hero by any means, and it offers
10
you a little more
seconds
control.
remaining.
They get the Nyx pickup for Flea, super good against
5 seconds remaining.
Darkseer and the Ember.
All three of those heroes.
Yeah,
Nyx Assassin actually has a free Spike Carapace
Reserve
setup.
time.
This is such a good assassin against spirits that much every time you can you counter pick
Which could mean we can have
yeah, because
an
they have
Evoker now.
yeah, because they have pretty much all these 3 heroes: Sanking, Darkseer, Ember Spirit. They have uncontrollable damage.
We still could see Juggernaut mid.
Yeah.
Still could see Juggernaut.
Yeah, versus
mid.
the Ember Spirit for sure.
Yeah, that's also a fine matchup.
Wow, talking
said
about
Invoker,
stolen
OD.
strats, huh? Cling, Sanking, we just take away your heroes.
Clinks is
10
interesting.
seconds remaining.
It's really good against the IO.
And Jug, yeah.
Yeah, and the Jug.
5 seconds remaining.
Just
other than that, you know,
trend setting, I guess.
it's Earthshaker's going to have a much better time, or Snaking's going to have a much better time this game than he did last, though. Clinks doesn't really do anything to pressure the pullback from the Earth Spirit.
They banned the
Or the
silencer
Earthshaker, sorry.
instead of the Disruptor.
Yeah, we see a lot of
Kinda
Sanking
surprising.
and AA openings, especially in Chinese scene. I don't find it to do that strong, but this game it might be, because there's a lot of heal from
10
IO
seconds
and
remaining.
healing ward. They work well together, Sanking.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that.
That's true.
I was thinking Disruptor just because.
Or Raptor.
Yeah, send back and all
Complexities turn
But,
to pick.
It might be an Ancient Apparition game. There's not too many times you say that.
Complexity takes out the Outworld Devourer, but that might have been pretty good against
yeah.
Cole.
I still like
super
the
good against
10
Ember.
seconds remaining.
Cat mentioned Invoker briefly, and talked about a bit.
Yeah,
Radiant
if it's
team
not
pick.
Jugman, then I think it's different.
Alright, that should be the Demon Rubik. Some good spells to steal this game. Fissure,
10 seconds
Anything
remaining.
from Jug.
yeah. Almost.
Tether.
anything
5
from
seconds
Nyx. Almost.
Yay!
Hey,
You
who
really couldn't
knows?
steal the relocate afterwards.
Reserve time.
We could see a sick tether play from the Rubik.
10 seconds
If anyone
remaining.
can do it, I'm sure. Final pickup here for Freedom. Will the Jug be mid, or will CCNC get himself something different? A Bristleback comes out.
Oh, Earthshaker mid versus Ember Spirit.
Oh,
None of us saw that coming,
yeah,
but
we
if
totally
it was
forgot
a
about
different
that.
team, we would have probably expected it, right?
Yeah, because I don't think we've ever really seen CC.
CCNC mid Earthshaker, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you
I
sure
like
not
it.
Bristle Wisp mid lane? I know that was another option.
Well, aren't you ahead? Can you see?
Yeah, Snaking has picked up the
yeah,
Bristleback.
He knows
with the
because he
Wisp.
can see
Oh,
see
okay.
the players.
Oh, yeah, dang, that's great. Yeah, I've never seen CCNC play mid Earthshaker.
He's not that good, he's just cheating.
Yep.
No, that's cool. All right. Wow.
No, I like Freedom's draft so much better
10
right now.
seconds
I think
remaining.
It's just like mid Earthshaker destroys the
5
Ember.
seconds remaining.
And then you have IO Bristleback. You have Juggernaut, which does fine against the Darkseer. And then you have Flea able to run around and do whatever he wants. This is
Dude, Complexity feel real bad right now.
they
They're
feel
like,
so bad.
because they were thinking the same lines as us. They were like, all right, we banned the OD here, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Wild Bristol, Wild Pig appears.
I mean, and it cannot be that hard to play. I don't imagine CC needs that much experience to play mid Earthshaker against
no,
Ember.
it's super easy.
That's like an auto win lane.
Yeah.
You enchant Totem, you hit him, your lane is done. You use Fissure to secure the range creep.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Well, what do you need to do if you're Complexity? You need to rotate on mid.
I think you need
can't
to-
let Ember Spirit.
Demon just stays
You
there
need to.
or something.
I feel like you need to rotate on mid with both the Rubik and the Sanking, and
Yeah.
possibly kill one of the supports that rotate in to help the Earthshaker. Possibly the Wisp.
Prepare for
Earthshaker is
battle.
so tanky, he's really hard
Yeah,
to
I
take
mean-
down.
This is a hard game period for Complexity.
I don't know, if they want to win, they need to take down pretty much Nyx Assassin with... how do they even lock down? Lockdown. Stun, I guess. This Nyx Assassin's gonna do so much this game against Iron Shell and Ember. Have pretty much free 5-second stun.
Well played by Stan King evading vision. there with the smoke. Doesn't reveal the fact that he has a ward down. And he sees the Sand King walking across, which very likely pings either this ward. Or I guess that one is also. Though less likely because he ran through, yeah.
Yeah, he should know that ward is up, and that's actually going to be the Z-Freak Rubik Demon on the Sand King. It's a little bit of switch up in.
Yeah, we said that earlier, right? When it was the. What hero was Jimmy playing that he took away from Z-Freak?
Begins.
We were talking about that last night.
Oh, that's right.
We were just like, wait, why is Jimmy playing that and Z-Freak's playing the...
Oh yeah, Z-Freak was playing
position.
the Dazzle.
Yeah, Dazzle, yeah.
It was the Dazzle, and what did Jimmy play again?
Wasn't Sand King.
This is a good lane placement from Team Freedom. They want to have Jug against Darkseer, also Nyx Assassin with Mana Burn, who's just going to use it 2 times. Darkseer is not mana left, though, even though he has 2 mangoes.
Yeah,
this is the lineup they want to play against. Bristol on the bottom against Bone. Pretty decent.
Look at Flea, just use tank and Ion Shell. Like, this is very inefficient, but I think he wants to do everything he can to make sure that Melons doesn't get his level.
Well, this sucks for Swindle Melons. Firo doesn't look like he's getting any help just yet.
Demon rotated. He has boots though. Oh, this is gonna be a first blood.
First blood.
What? Sorry.
First blood on the sand strikes the
Sand King stunned. Iron Shell was casted on Sand King. Wow.
Wow. Alright, well, for those of you that didn't hear that, Dakota guy's mic's probably muted, so you're not going to hear anything out of him for a while.
This is how BTS crew kind of passively aggressively lets each other know that they don't like certain somebody.
You know, they work in the office with each other all the time. There's some tension, maybe some sexual tension.
Sand King's dead. Bristleback is a hero that you do have to play very careful in the first couple of levels. Like, you are not, like, you'll feel really good later on to the game, but first, like, I would say 4 levels are actually quite dangerous for Bristle.
Yeah, this is Vaughn just orb walking on him, spent pretty much all of his mana just harassing him, and he can't out-heal all the damage because Wisp went for a Flask and Tango Fairy Fire build, so it's gonna take a lot of time for him to actually buy a bottle.
It's not like you're gonna run out either. Ooh, mid lane, CC&C gonna be in some trouble. Chains go out, doesn't actually hit CC, and he had the backup of Sand King. So this lane's actually not going terrible for Firo yet, but it does get really hard at that level 3, level 4 area where you have the 2 levels.
That's interesting. He went at level 3. He had 0, 2, 1. Didn't go for level 1 fissure. Oh, and your ward goes down.
That should help.
Yeah, so this is what needed to happen for coL. Like, their support rotations needed to yield kills early in the game because, like, the rest, like, on their own, like, these are not good lanes for complexity.
I want to see if they're gonna swap the lane.
Freedom.
They don't want to have Jug against Bone.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yor's getting bullied right now, and
He's
having
keeping
his
top
way.
still.
Just gonna have to deal with this.
You want to have Jug securing the farm because he can get back into the game as Bristol can.
I think it's one of the big downsides of the Nyx Assassin. If you look at its lineup complexity, because the lanes are shifting around so much, these supports have really good opportunities to set up kills, right? But Wisp is just playing like you're defensive, right? You're just going to try and react to rotations. And the Nyx Assassin isn't going to have the same kind of power that neither Sand King and Rubik have to be able to set up these kills. So when these lanes kind of break apart and everyone's moving and shifting around, there's a lot more opportunities for complexity to get the one up over Freedom.
I think this is like maybe one of the downsides of having Oh, as we see, CC putting blood on, he should die here.
Both supports are putting in work right now. Rotating around for setups. Flea's here though to try to slow them down, but doesn't look like they're actually going to get the follow-up kill. More caustic right hits. They just wanted. They were all in. Sand King rotated over as well. Gets the tether to save his boy Quinn. Now looks to turn it back around, and they will get Demon.
They should be careful when overextending, especially if you're like Earthshaker. With just one, even two good totems, you can turn the fight around easily, especially with the Wisp sending.
Yeah, every single one of their cores, and they have a support to punish overextensions. Right, they're like kind of unnaturally tanky heroes that have quick turnaround mechanisms. Demon needs to get that out of his system right now.
Yeah, there's the Jawar TPing on bottom. He can't really do anything top against coL. Possible. But meanwhile, Darkseer got some of the levels and some farm he needed. Also free farming on top right now.
So did Freedom send anyone up there? Bristleback gonna take his way up there eventually?
Probably
it looks
Bristle.
like. Yeah, he's doing the cross country. It looks like. Kind of gets awkward then for someone like the Knicks. What do you do for Francis at this point? Because I imagine Sand King goes back to the bottom lane or joins the side of you.
They have a good kill setup right now.
Oh, they're gonna make kills happen. That's what they're gonna do. Very fast. Swindle Melons tries to surge away and hide within the trees, but there's the Blade Fury. There's the Mana
Here's the stun. Doesn't connect.
He tries to force his way through the trees. Oh my God! How did he find his way out from this? No way.
Oh,
Are you serious?
All the Wisp
missed the
attack
stun.
speed.
That's
He just
fine.
surged and spazzed his way out through those trees, found a spot, went for the TP and got it. Wow. That was an opportunity lost right there for Freedom, I have to say.
Team Freedom should just continue stacking. They can one on the Ancients, do anything else. They need some stacks to get Bristleback into the game as well. It's also a hard time against both and
Invisibility.
So, real support rotations putting in work. This is what they needed to do.
Oh, what a ruin. Invis and Firo.
Taking it bottom here.
UR has to drop really low though, tech.
Dire's middle tower
Or they have
is
to
under
Always
attack.
spin out.
Yeah, they would have to dive pretty long way. And again, we talked about how like it's not a lineup you want to dive into because you have.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He has 3 remnants. If he just uses chains, force him to use a spin, does he have a TP? No. Yeah.
Oh
no!
No! You're supposed to wait till after spin.
Choke.
Yep. I mean, you have to expect that your war is going to have
Radiant's top
to
tower is under attack.
Oh,
walk it,
man.
dunk.
3-2-2 right there.
Walked
And a lot
up.
of time wasted for Ember Spirit as well. At least Sanking is getting levels on mid. Oh, this is actually for Sanking level 5.5. And what, 700 gold for Jimmy? I hope Jimmy, well, I think knowing Jimmy, he's not gonna go for those soul ring items that Francis goes.
Yeah, he likes the all-in play.
That should help.
Stack's getting pretty big. I mean, we might be able to scout that one out, though. I'm not entirely sure what their plan is to be able to contest. Part of the problem with having it's okay. Like this combo is really good. The Darkseer off lane kind of makes up the Sand King 4 position makes up for the fact that it's hard initiator, but it is a little slow. So when it comes to early contests like ancient stacks and stuff, you don't actually have a hero that is a threat.
They spoke up. It looks like they're
heading towards that stack area. Could see it, but oh, they might also get an opportunity just to get a jump onto CC&C. Actually heads the other direction to go towards the camp. Now they can set things up. Oh, not able to get off the fissure. The burrows gets the lead in.
Oh, there's a neutral creep got the kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
GG.
That's just
He is
mean.
GG.
That's a big opportunity missed.
I mean, it takes more time for him to respawn, but it's all good.
Well, that's worth it. coL
Yeah, I was about to say,
committed,
isn't it level 6 or 7?
no,
Neutral death timer.
it's like a cap. Yeah, but yeah, it's around that. And coL committed a smoke in like their own time.
8.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually.
Juggernaut!
Stack time. We're waiting for the supports to start getting level 6s here too. Nyx, as you can see, has been delegated to the top lane where he can try to go straight to Vendetta, but he'll probably be waiting a little bit here if he gets caught in the bad end of a gank like this one. Carapace, nice 2-man stun. Sends the TP, and he's out of here.
Oh, look at that. It's actually flying. Look at that flying arrow. Tier 1. And it disappeared.
The rune
Is that just me, or was those first 2 shots on a creep?
I didn't see it.
I'm pretty sure Mu actually misclicked. And actually right-clicked
Radiant's top
creep
tower
to
is
start.
under attack.
Because you would have noticed the chunks of HP that would have gone down in those shots.
Oh, next assassin is level 6. They could get a kill on mid. They have Echo Slam, level 2 Carapace. Should be enough. Do they have a 3 on mid? No. But Firo knows something is up.
Just super convenient. 11 minutes. Just happens to go back towards the shrine. Oh no, he's running. Just totally avoid the lane. I guess while Nyx is missing off the map, they figure. But Swindle will pay for it. Oh, they catch him with the stun, and that means the Omni Slash is going to be good too. Demon wants to respond with his own stun, but job well done for Freedom as they assassinate Swindles.
Jimmy, you gotta be careful here. I don't know if you can solo kill your water.
He can stick.
He's trying to juke it, and
Yeah,
he does it.
can't if you miss a stun.
Oh, sidesteps the burrow. Demon is going to be able to get his way out of this. He'll be fine. They're not going to commit too hard to the Sand King. Opportunity's gone, little misfires here and there. Some TI qualifiers.
A lot of on stake, yeah, so.
A lot at stake.
Time to clear out that other stack. I mean, they should know, right? They just got vision. This
Radiant's
stack is
middle
empty
tower
out.
is under
This
attack.
stack is obviously going to be next for the first go back.
But like you said before, like, what are they going to even be able to do
Radiant
about it?
structures
They have
are
to
fortified.
bring everyone to attendance here for an awkward fight towards the Ancient. One that they might not even get the better rid of.
Pretty much be careful about underestimating the damage from Ember Spirit, Iron Shell plus Flame Guard. That's 150 damage per second.
Radiant's
Yeah, it's
middle
Echo
tower
Slam.
is under attack.
Uncontrollable damage though, so it's easy to find.
Walk in, Echo to shut Swindles in his place. Now will help get the finish, but they pull back CC&C, 2 arrows, still not enough. Sand King steps in,
He missed chain.
helps him out.
illusion.
Without the chains getting the lockdown. Follow up. Freedom have evened things up now, 4-4 with another takedown to Swindle. Swindle all 4 of those kills? Feels like it.
Check for us, Cap.
0-3.
The only openings that Freedom have been given.
Yeah, you know, despite the, I guess, what we call the drafting advantage for Freedom, Plex is making it out of lanes okay.
Yeah, this is why you don't buy those cheap items in Sand King. Look at Jimmy's blink dagger timing. 13 minutes in. As a position forward, that's what
Radiant
you want to get.
structures are fortified.
Would have had it a bit sooner if maybe he had that successful one-man takedown on UR in the bottom lane, but now is when it matters. If you gotta blink early, I want to see some early ganks with it, early execution. He's taking it right to the bottom lane.
Yeah, they need a big target to take down, probably Jug or Earthshaker. Earthshaker already has his blink dagger, so Jug.
Here they come. Who are they gonna get? Oh, my smoke popped. It's because Flea's nearby under Vendetta, and suddenly this gank might not be off to a start with the complexity we're hoping for.
I bashed Flea a little bit because of his Sand King build, but I love what he's doing on Nyx Assassin. He went for Spiked Carapace, level 3, probably gonna go for even level 4 against Darkseer with the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, there's so many good things in Carapace pop. Iron
Yeah.
Shell, the Flame Guard, the Sandstorm, like all that.
This man's a space predator. Like,
Yeah.
I think part of the his less farming sort of playstyle probably has to do with the fact that if you look at all three of his cores, CCNC, Snaking, and Yawar,
Everyone needs farm.
Yeah, they're all players that take a lot of farm.
So he just gets to do shit heroes. Just he's like Earth Spirit, Sand King.
I mean, Sand King already plays the 6th position support.
Oh yeah. Very selfless one. Very smart player.
Swindles. The carapace done.
Okay, it's enough to get that finish. Follow-up comes in from Demon though with the Epicenter. The end of Fleet, 1-1 apiece. You go for CCNC to get telekinesis pullback with a bit. All the focus on Depot to help the Omni Slash. That's going to get it done. Yawar with a double kill. Remnants on forward. They're going to get the response plays. Yawar goes down. 2 for 2. Move once more. Looking to go for CCNC. They got the medallion. They got the chains. They need a couple more right clicks. The fissure will slow them down. Nice step off from Firo in that moment, and they'll be able to sweep in and get the finish. This fight belongs to coL, but we're not done yet. It's now going to be Snake King and Stand King, the Kings, coming in to fight. A 3-on-2 here. Can coL make it away from the power of the Quills? The goo comes out, and they'll get Firo down. And the rest of the team will make it away.
Earthshaker positioning, was it necessary to pull out the first back out of the fight?
No, I don't think so.
No, that was a huge mistake. I think it was Stan King. What he did is he went for the relocate save on the Juggernaut, but the Juggernaut died. So then he was like, it was just a panic reaction of like, oh, I'm gonna tether someone out of this fight.
That's why.
So he chooses Bristle back.
It looked really well for Team Freedom.
Yeah.
Positioning from Earthshaker was good. Fisher didn't, no one canceled his Blink Dagger, but there was no one to fight, so they could just dive him.
Yeah, unfortunate by Stand King right there, but, you know, despite all these flubs, Team Freedom's still looking pretty good. And at the end of the day, they got 3 big cores, and I like their draft better.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Complexity is, it feels like they have to get like really efficient engagements. They can't just be trading cores back and forth.
I like what Jawar is doing with his item build. Keela, Magic one, that's what you need to have on Jug, plus he went for drums. He wants to be as strong as possible right now, because both teams, they couldn't fight, they can easily take down Roche. Almost sniped.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can you cast Medallion on Courier?
Okay, they're committing heavy hits. The Snaking only brings them down to about half, but then they follow up with their own Fade Bolt. Step off a bit. Freedom press their advantage down the mid lane here. Now Stand King getting in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thought Snake King was.
Yeah. And it's just gonna get to a tier 1 finish here.
Well, I talked about Sanking getting a 13-minute Blink Dagger, but with these 4.5 minutes, he didn't achieve anything. There was no good epis, no good borrows. This is hard. Sanking, Sanking is an easy hero to play, but it's actually
okay. Well, that's Firo down. Lots of lockdown there. Not able to make it away.
Is it just me, or is Firo just not very impressive in this series?
Makes assassin, I guess, this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's rough and everything, but his Lina was also, I would say, pretty lackluster. Like, he wasn't able to keep up and farm at all. Like, it does look like he is not performing to the levels that we've seen him before.
Well, maybe he's not used to playing with zero delay.
I mean, it could be a lot. You laugh about that. It could be a lot of things. This guy's been used to having to play remotely with 200 ping. He's in the complexity team house. He's not used to kind of being in these situations. It's super high stakes now.
So you're saying he doesn't like someone else yelling at him?
I'm sure he hasn't had to have like player team meetings before. And, you know, imagine your first time going through these kind of experiences as a team boot camp and team house. And yeah, it is when as your coach. It could be very intense for some people.
If you're 4-0, you can't really yell at people.
Oh, I'm sure he still does. To be fair, like this game it's super hard for him. He's got the disadvantageous matchup against the Earthshaker, and now he's an Emperor playing against Nyx.
Yeah, but I'm not arguing that he doesn't have a bad matchup, but fundamentally, there was nothing about the Nyx Assassin that made that a bad go on Bristleback in mid lane in front of a tier 1 tower with Wispa.
Right. I mean, maybe he also feels forced to do something. I think in general you would, because President, you probably realize that your draft doesn't match up great against them late game. You're against a bristleback Aya, and you're not winning the early game like you should be. Like you cannot farm your way back into. You gotta fight themselves.
This feels like another hard game for Flames. Seems like previous one as well. At the moment you can't really pick off anyone besides Wisp, but the other heroes don't go down, so maybe he'll just stick to going with Sanking with a smoke. Get back into the game. He still has a decent farm. Maybe even try to smoke into Rogue with Medallion. It goes down pretty fast.
Fissure, here comes Flea. Kind of the playmaker for his team. Crawling on in, is he gonna... Oh, there's the creep, then stuns Demon. Follow-ups there, as they smack the totem and smack him in the back.
Is that the BM Vendetta hit on the creep?
This creep was a witness, I'm taking him out.
Yeah, just casually farming, meanwhile taking a kill.
Efficiency.
This is the next level.
Efficiency, really.
World can't handle free of me.
Snaking plays solo a lot. If you notice that, his Legion Commander is bristleback. He is always in a lane that the rest of his team not pushing it out.
He's in his own game, really, for the first, like, 20, 30 minutes.
Medallion and Crimson Guard. Almost finished. The only right-click damage they have is Bone. The Pipe could have been a better choice against Ember, Darkseer, Sanking. Cap.
I would agree. I think Pipe is better. I think just straight Vanguard is fine. Give Pipe for the team.
None of these heroes deal.
I don't, and I also don't.
Hey, when Darkseer gets his damage talent,
Does he have it?
The mighty chop.
Did I see it yesterday? Because I was watching the games, falling asleep, watching the games, waking up. I think I saw Darkseer having Echo Saber in quick buy. Did he actually buy it? I thought I was dreaming.
I believe he did, yeah.
So dreaming of Cap's Darkseer build?
Is that
he definitely did that.
120 damage and then you double hit
no,
plus slow?
Yeah, he actually did that. Yeah.
That's
Radiant's middle
I know.
tower
Spicy. Chop, chop.
Dude, I built that. I don't think it's a good build. I just think it's funny.
That is funny.
I'm thinking about this Crimson build. Maybe what he's thinking is to stop the split push once Bone gets Deso, so he TPs with Crimson Guard Tower.
Pop the balloon rather easily, but it won't cost him. It looks like Z-Free in exchange as Snake Ring gets the depth for his ball and Stand King comrade, who are also looking to get on the mix. Swindle, inserted in and out, vacuum pullback, but eats a dunk, gets slammed down. And now it's going to be the Epi from Demon flanking in, gets a good burrow, but now the Omni Slash will fly out from Yawar to try to clean things up. CCT and Yawar are able to lock down into a corner and get the finish on the move. Freedom fight all the way through.
It started out well for coL. Like that's how they have to take fights. Like you have to kill the Wisp first. It's your easiest, squishiest target that makes other heroes hard to kill. So take them out.
But then what? How do they even fight?
I mean, when you're far behind, taking a 5-on-5 fight is supposed to be hard. You're not supposed to win this. So
I think that was. Like, the idea of the strategy was much better compared to, like, this attempt at mid, right, where you just have this semicircle with Bristleback on the back. At least they get to the mat line. I think at that time it was just execution, right? Like, they used a lot of remnants to blow up a Wisp. They end up not really getting anything out of their Darkseer. You don't see an outwall, vacuum. We didn't get the Burrow Strike Epicenter combination, really, like the Blade Type did over there.
Alright, that is Demon down. Freedom seem like they're on their way out after getting some good damage onto this tier 3, but Snake King is having a hard time making his exit as they lock him in. Eventually, though, he will be able to walk on out. Freedom getting what they please here.
I believe Healing Ward stayed up a long time.
Yeah, they Rubik's Stone, Healing Ward, but they immediately killed it. I think Black City outdrafted themselves badly with leaving Nyx Assassin in the pool.
yeah, I mean, their game right now is if you can defend high ground, you just gotta play the split push game after that.
They have a good split push defense on the Ion. As I mentioned, it sounds stupid, but use Crimson Guard on the tower.
good.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Tower doesn't get that kind of assistant. Goes down. Now move out here. Demon looking to set it up with the chain coming from Firo. Follow up, but the dunk on the flashback. And then the stolen dunk. That one's just kind of more emphatically on the ground, but whatever the case may be, Moo gonna get slashed on up as you are Blade Furies at home. Now deep inside here, trying to get the grab on the Demon. Then it's gonna be Swiggle's next potentially here, but Demon's able to get off a big epicenter, stuns on in, throws his body into the Wolves, won't be able to get CC&C down, but it's gonna cost him a lot as the rest of his team crumbles apart. Only Firo to survive, and Freedom get right back onto the rack. Whoa.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, looks like it's getting near the end.
Dire's
Yeah, I
bottom
would say just like
tower
2D, like the draft is obviously not good, right? But Complexity still made a lot of mistakes going into that early to mid game. Losing racks by 25 minutes, even in a losing game shouldn't happen. Right?
Yeah, well,
So-
they could have played better, search for better fights with that sanking early Blink Dagger timing.
I think early game probably went better for them than it should have. Their support rotation, credits to them, found a lot of early picks. But you know, at the end of the day, the draft shines through.
Ruthless, even trying to catch Demon on the way out here. They dust ready to go, but catch him with the stun. Freedom are just kind of corralling in for Complexity. They have shrines, as you can see, to be able to fall back on. Their money and their powerful draft are going to continue to just swell up here. Tough times for coL, but like you were saying, Charlie. I mean, they had a tough draft to kind of work with. They found some potential in the early game, but Freedom were not giving them any freebies. You know, even Stand King was hard to get a hold of as the Wisp.
Yeah, but coL was doing a good job early, swapping the lanes, even 3 times, but after that you can't swapping, so Team Freedom gets what their lanes.
The snaking with the take down, missing both time, the rest of this game seems to be methodical.
Yeah, and Nick Assassin has a Blink Dagger, so he can just blink and never face and just
coL will fight it out though. They got one more smoke. They got team fight. Let's see if they can line everything up for, yeah, they're all in desperation kind of a play here. And there goes the Epi from Demon, and they go right in for it. The Aegis is going to get snagged up from Yawar. The counter dunk though is there from CC&C, and he just shuts down the dreams of Complexity on this fight. And this is just them now waddling their way out. It's slow, it's painful, and it's hard to watch. Unless you're a Freedom fan, then this is just a grin from ear to ear as they slowly crumble apart the remaining Complexity members. Glued up and slammed apart. All 5 going to be taken down. You can see our net worth advantage is going to be starting to skyrocket up towards the 15K mark.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, that
is
was
under
unfortunate.
attack.
Jimmy you know, he doesn't have vision of the pit, so he just goes in on a jug that's already spinning.
Well, they need it
Dire's
the rest.
structures are
They
fortified.
need to get back into the game somehow. That's one of the options, pretty much the only option
Dire's
they had.
middle tower
Well,
is
I
under
think we could
attack.
have actually, you know that Freedom knows that you're about to go in. So how is Freedom going to position 2 tankiest heroes inside the pit, everybody else around?
I'll take that
You
as
do have the option of,
At the other side of the
yeah,
pit.
go on the
Where
other
they're they watched like they were actually all inside the pit, and your final hurrah play was an Epi outside the pit. They caught nobody.
I mean, it's like YOLO. You don't have vision.
Yeah.
You do what you can.
Yeah.
It's hard for this.
I think you also, again, with this lineup, I don't think you always, I don't think you almost ever lead with Epicenter, right? What you lead with is going in and like getting vacuum wall with burrow strike on. The Epicenter is on your second burrow.
Yeah.
I think every single time, like this fight,
Dire's top
Team
tower is under
like had no
attack.
impact because he went on the side, got his Epicenter, went in, and it was too late. You have to get the immediate, quick initiation.
Yeah, this is what the top SK players do. They do cap set, one burrow strike,
Dire's
double
top
man
tower
burrow strike
is
is
under
better than
attack.
the Epi. set it up, then you just go back, and then you'll have at the end
Dire's top tower
go
has fallen.
together.
That patience is hard. It's a hard thing for popular players like myself. Okay, here we go. This could be all it right now. You are going to easily handle Z-Freak. Another monster dunk coming in from CC&C.
Oh,
but the
remnant.
vacuum wall set up here from coL. Last dying breath. They're going to be able to fight their way out of this game still. Now on the return, though, Staking brings in Company of War going into the Omni Slash. They hustle to get a hold of Demon here. It's a long chase. Fear on the other side and Swindle off to the east in front. Looks like Demon and Swindle might try to make it back indoors. Swindle's not going to be so lucky. He eventually will take all the harassment and go down. Staking, godlike now. Bristleback, not done yet.
Why is Nick's Assassin's level 15 plus 50 fail damage? That is the shittiest talent.
Oh yeah, garbage.
It sucks garbage.
I mean, with the reduction, 25%.
That's good.
You'd feel no damage.
I don't think anyone would disagree with you there, Cost. But this series belongs to Freedom. I don't know. I don't think I would have expected Freedom to 2-0. The Freedom I was seeing yesterday, I would have said 2-0, but based on just how things panned out last night, I was going to be a bit suspect. I know you